If we really open our eyes, everything that we see about us is a blessing. Starting with, first of all, the image that we see in the mirror, the blessing of life, the blessing of faith, the blessing of family, the blessing of friendship, all comes together in the various components of what it really means to be church. Are you excited about your faith? Am I excited about my faith? Are we excited about our faith? And if we aren't, we better let the Spirit fire us up. We can't separate our faith from what we do in our workplaces, in our offices, in our schools, in our family rooms, when we're driving, in the mall. Faith has to be evident. The campaign for the Church Alive, simply put, is our way to be the body of Christ. There's one word I'd like everybody to think about, and it's the word dream. Let's dream about what we can do, in fact, as a church. The first way that we do that is through our parishes. It's important for us to focus on the parishes in this campaign because that's where the majority of our faithful come together as a church. One of the blessings of the Church of Pittsburgh is that there are so many lay people, so many women and men and young people, children, who want to actually be involved in the church. So many of you, the women and men of our church, have a love for the church, and you have so many capabilities and gifts that can really make the church alive. The church might, in fact, help you to become what we need you to be, strong leaders to help us be the body of Christ as the church alive. Catholic education is one of the principal challenges that Jesus gave to the church when he promised its beginning. First of all, the education of our young people through the great tradition of our Catholic schools. The passing on of the faith through very strong catechetical programs, through our religious education programs in either one of our parishes. And third of all, Catholic education means ongoing formation and education for our adults. Because we can never reach a point in our lives where we know everything about our faith. Catechesis is one of those $50 words. Whenever we talk about catechesis, we're talking about coming to learn about our faith, about our traditions. I think that maybe in the last several decades, the church hasn't done enough to help people to understand not only what we believe as Catholics, but why we believe it. One of the things that we have been so blessed with over the course of these last several years is a dramatic increase in the number of men who are hearing a call from God to become a priest. And that takes real money to be able to do so, to provide for them the best possible education. What the word evangelization means is sharing the good news of our faith, the good news of being loved by God. I don't think there's a family in our church who wouldn't be able to tell a story of somebody in their family who's left the church for one reason or another. It's important for us to find out why they left and to welcome them back. Maybe get others excited about their faith who are part of the church. I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the example of so many wonderful, wonderful priests. Our retired priests are so generous. You know, so many of them who have even served the church beyond the mandated retirement age. We have an obligation to them just as we have an obligation to all of our senior citizens. One of my dreams in this campaign is that we can add an addition to St. John Vianney Manor, which is the residence of many of our retired priests. Over the course of the next 10 to 15 years, we're going to have more need for a bigger facility. And this campaign is one way to be able to show our retired priests how much we love them, how much we appreciate them, and how much we really need to thank them. One great source of pride that we have as the Church of Pittsburgh is the great work done by our Catholic Charities. So many people who know the Catholic Charity Center in Pittsburgh call it the Miracle on 9th Street. Over the course of the last 5 years plus, tens of thousands of people come to have checkups, to have dental work done, to have a sense of hope at moments of their desperate need. And while the Catholic Charities has its own yearly program to support all of their programs, we've got to reach out with our resources to supplement the work that's being done at Catholic Charities, because when we do so, we're bringing comfort and solace to so many people who are in need. A Christian vocation means this, that every person whom we meet, we must love as if they are Christ. And every single person whom we meet, we must treat them as if we are Christ. Whenever we talk about inviting people to be sacrificial givers to the campaign, what it means is foregoing something that I might like to do for myself, so that I might be able to give it rather for the benefit of somebody else. In this case, to use it for the benefits of the work of the church. It's a joy that comes in giving to others. That is the definition of Christ's love. Thanks for your love of the Church of Pittsburgh. I hope that you'll join with me in making a 5-year pledge to this historic $125 million campaign. Together, we will make the church alive.